Hello you guys, my name is Ryn and welcome back to my channel. Today we have the Beverly Hills family home. And guys, this build was a doozy. Here we have a 25-minute about speed build video. You are currently watching it. Guess how many hours of footage I had? 21.5 hours of pure real-time footage for this build. It took me nearly a whole day to complete this build, but I think it was worth it, and I hope you think so too. So again, this house is the Beverly Hills family home, and it was actually inspired by one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills homes, particularly Kyle Richards' home. And I will include a link to the inspiration pictures down below in the description. Also, just so you know, because of the character limits on lot names in The Sims, this might not be called the Beverly Hills family home, but it should have the name Beverly Hills in it. And either way, if you look me up on the gallery, I'm RynAsInWin, and you can also find the actual true lot name in the description down below. So you'll certainly be able to find it if you are at all interested in downloading it from the gallery. But here's the story behind this baby. So one, I actually do watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If you judge me for it, fine. If you partake in watching such shows, hypes and chat, I love the petty shows. I love petty reality TV. I'm sorry, not sorry. I love it. I don't know why, but I can't get enough of it. I just can't. And I was like, you know, I really want to do a big lot. But not only that, I want to challenge myself, and I want it to be a big lot. I want it to be just a very pretty home. And yeah, here's the thing that truly kicked my butt. I wanted to do a lot of landscaping. And boy, is there a lot of landscaping. Holy cow. I probably spent like 20 hours on landscaping, at least it feels like it to me. But here's what I did. So based off the inspiration pictures, I got the kind of shell of the house made. I didn't really partition off any of the rooms. I didn't section anything off, but I got the shell of the house. And then I said, I made a strict rule for myself. I told myself, you do not get to furnish this home until all of the landscaping is done. That's my worst nightmare, okay? I'm a decorator. Landscaping, here's what usually happens. I will build a home, I will decorate the inside, I will feel that sense of grand accomplishment in having a beautiful home, or a quirky home, or a colorful home, or a modern home, or a traditional home just come together and be gloriously beautiful, and I'm just so satisfied. And then I zoom out and it's on an empty lot. And then that sinking realization hits me where I have to now put in all of that effort to make the grounds look perfect. So that's why I decided to go in reverse, essentially, for myself, and start with the entire outside, get that complete. That way, when I was finished with decorating and doing what I really love to do, I could be completely done and so happy, and just really hold on to that joy that I get when I complete a build. And builders, I think you know what I'm talking about. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, even though the landscaping took a long time, I am so happy with the result, and I actually learned to enjoy it a little more. It's not as crazy, it's not as hard as I thought it would be. It just takes a lot of time. That's the only thing. When you put in the time to do landscaping in The Sims, it takes a while, but I feel like the results are just so beautiful. And when I see other simmers create these stunning builds, and you can tell that they put a lot of love into the outside as well as the inside, it just makes the entire build feel complete and whole and full and really dynamic. And so that's what I learned doing this, and I'm going to try and keep pushing myself to do more landscaping and invest a lot more time there. So I think when I start doing more builds, I mean, you know, the next build I begin, I'm going to start with the outside and then move on inside, because that seemed to really work out for me here. And I imagine the same strategy will work down the line. But guys, if you enjoy landscaping, let me know down below. Leave it in the comments. Do you guys like landscaping? Do you guys like decorating? Do you like both? What are your highs and lows of the building and landscaping process in The Sims? I would love to know. And if you have any tricks of the trade for either, please go ahead and share them down below as well. I would love to hear from you guys on those points, because it's always fun to learn from others, you know, where I may have a weakness in The Sims, and how to play or how to decorate or how to landscape. Somebody else may have a strength that can help me out. So please feel free to share your little bits and tips down in the comments. All right, a little bit more on this house though. Something else that I tried to do was, okay, this is going to get real. I wanted to approach the interior with a sense of sleekness. That's not the right way to say it. Essentially, let me rewind a bit. I'm the type of builder who really likes bright colors. I like to do really weird things. It's kind of something that I can't help. I love doing textures and bright colors and putting weird things together that maybe don't, you know, at first glance don't belong together, but then when you sort it out and you experiment, you can get them to look beautiful together, or at least interesting. I love doing that in The Sims, especially when it comes to decor. I love to go weird. I love to go bright. So my new challenge to myself was, if this is going to be a Beverly Hills home and based off of the inspiration pictures, I have to go fairly light-handed. I have to go light-handed in how I approach decorating all of these rooms. So you will see that it took me a long time to figure out how to balance it out. I started out with these really texturized walls, but I kept them gray because the inspiration pictures had gray walls. But of course, me being me, I wanted them to have a texture. I wanted them to have interest. I wanted them to be busy as heck. And eventually you'll see in this speed build, I completely change all the walls. I just make them pretty much most, if not all of them, a flat, cool gray, I think. I think it was a cool gray, or just a very neutral gray. And then, because it's me, I just had minimal pops of color. Now, it still might be a lot of color for people, but I had minimal pops of color in each room. So right now you're looking at the master. I was working with reds, blacks, golds, and whites and grays. I even toned this down, and like this felt this felt toned down for me, but I was like, no, I have to tone it down even more. And on the second story, you'll see that there's a, I say there's one feminine room, there's one masculine room for either a boy, girl, or however you want to, you know, whoever you want to move into those rooms. One leans a bit more like pink, the other leans a bit more blue, but honestly, who cares? Any child can live in there. They're a bit more mature rooms because of the style of this house, so you obviously have a more sophisticated style in these rooms. So I just wanted to point that out too. But the top floor, which we're on, and again, you're gonna see me just constantly changing things because I kept referring back to the photos and just trying to like reel myself in a bit. I really wanted to try to just make something pretty and sleek and like enjoy the simplicity of elegance. So I worked really, really hard on that. This master bathroom, you barely just saw it, but it's one of my favorite rooms actually. I think the colors in there came together really nicely, and I think it's a good balance of me and, again, this kind of more modern, sleek style that we're attempting. But I do get my pops of color in there. I wanted to explain too, there is a walk-in closet from the master, but let's go ahead and talk about the second floor. So the second floor has 2 bedrooms, it has 2 bedrooms, 1 master bedroom. The master bedroom has a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom. The second floor also has a bathroom for the 2 children's rooms or teenagers' rooms. It also features a very bright office. Now, the office is where I decided I'm going to go ahead and inject this build with kind of my stamp and have it be a bit more colorful and crazy, so you'll see that there. The second floor features a formal sitting room, which is open concept to the formal dining room. It features a very beautiful, just modern entryway with a lot of marble flooring. And then it features a, what do you call it? Informal living room, so where the kids can play, and that is open concept to the kitchen as well as a study nook for the kids. Off of that is a patio, which opens up into the beautiful backyard area. The backyard features it's not really a gazebo, but it's more just kind of like an outside living room where you can enjoy watching a movie together outside in the hot, Del Sol days, or evenings. And there's also a PlayStation, or not PlayStation, but PlayStation Xbox console unit out there. Use your imagination, whichever console you prefer. GameCube, hey. And as well as a foosball table, and there's a half bathroom in the back so that when people go swimming, they don't have to trek the water through the home and they can use the restroom out in the kind of outside living room area. Now, to kind of help get this whole build together, I had to think up, I know it's based off of Kyle Richards' home. Again, she's a housewife from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills show. But I wanted to think up a family, or a story for this family rather, and the couple who lives here, they are producers or directors or actors, and they are in the Hollywood scene. So eventually you're going to see downstairs, we'll talk about the basement in a minute here, but eventually you'll see that they do have their awards on display. But the second floor landing features a lot of different movie posters, and that's again because this family is very much in the movie and music industry in Hollywood, and that's why they can have this beautiful home that overlooks, in my eyes, LA, Sims World, Del Sol. And the fun thing is that they can have people over for screenings, for movie screenings, and you're going to see that. So I'm going to describe the basement for you now as well. I know we're not there in the footage, but we will get there soon. Also, this kitchen was beautiful. Little fun fact, the cupboards above the counters, those are actually downsized dressers because I couldn't find a cupboard that would actually match the counters. So little builder secret there. But downstairs there is another bathroom. There is a guest room, so essentially guest room with bathroom. They are not attached, but should you have some friends over, they have a place to sleep and a place to relieve themselves. And then you have a gorgeous laundry room. And I tell you, I wish I had a laundry room that looked this pretty. Like, I know I'm kind of like patting my own back here, but I feel like I did a decent job on this build, and I'm really pleased with it. So I'll give myself a little credit this time. And then downstairs, which you will see me working on right now, there is the screening room. You have a home theater in this house. And I just think it's the most fabulous thing anybody could have. So essentially, when you walk down into the basement stairs are underneath the first floor stairs. And when you go down there, you are greeted by all of the awards as well as some movie memorabilia on the walls in the hallway. Then inside of the screening room, the home theater, there are a bunch of movie posters that the couple who lived here, they worked on these movies. They were either in these movies or they directed them, they produced them. They were just a big part of these movies and their push into fruition, if you will. You're also seeing the guest room, and here is the laundry room coming along as well. The basement was such a pain in the butt because I had the glitch where it was severely affecting the terrain up top. Oh, what a glitch indeed. But luckily we fixed that all on stream, actually. I decided to have the stream get a sneak peek of this build, and they helped really solidify every detail, which I appreciated. But you guys, this is a really favorite build of mine. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to leave you here, and I hope that you enjoyed the picture tour. I'll catch you at the end. And that concludes the tour of the Beverly Hills family home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying the content on this channel, please subscribe. You guys can also find me on Twitter, Twitch, and the Sims 4 Gallery, and Instagram. All are RynAsInWin. You guys, I say it every time, but the internet is a busy place, so I'm honored that you chose to spend some time with me here today. I love you all so much, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.